Have you ever wondered what young women are thinking when they start asking you certain questions? When an older man catches their interest, the questions they ask may seem harmless on the surface, but in reality, they carry a much deeper meaning. These questions are not random. They're carefully designed to gauge your intentions, your lifestyle, and how compatible you might be. In this video, I'm going to break down the 7 most common questions young women ask when they're considering taking the next step with you. From the seemingly simple to the more insightful, understanding what these questions mean can completely change how you approach these conversations. Stick around until the end because the insights I'll share will not only help you interpret these signals, but also empower you to respond with confidence and authenticity. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to handle these questions with wisdom and insight, making sure you're fully prepared for what's ahead. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you like this video. You can help me continue to spread the old age lesson. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If you don't like it, comment number 0 to let me know, so I can make a better video for you. Now let's get started. The first question, and one of the most common, is, do you live alone? At first glance, this may seem like a simple question, but there's more to it than meets the eye. When a young woman asks you this, it could be her way of gaining insight into your lifestyle. She might be trying to understand how independent or social you are, and whether you have the space and freedom to enjoy some privacy. On a deeper level, though, this question often carries another subtle message. She's likely evaluating the possibility of spending more one-on-one time with you. She's considering how easy it would be to have moments of quiet and connection between the two of you, away from the noise of the world. For her, this could be a way of envisioning a more personal interaction, one where you both can bond without distractions. When answering, consider responding in a way that makes her feel comfortable and open to the idea of spending time together. Instead of offering a blunt yes or no, share a little about your life and your thoughts on personal space, perhaps mentioning that you value quality time and enjoy moments where you can truly focus on one another. This will not only show her that you're thoughtful about your connection, but also signal that you're open to the possibility of deepening your relationship in a relaxed and enjoyable setting. A response that encourages conversation, such as, "Yes, I do live alone. I enjoy it because it gives me the chance to reflect and unwind. But, of course, I also appreciate good company and would love to have some time to relax together sometime," helps her feel comfortable suggesting or even planning moments when the two of you can spend more time together, building a natural, genuine connection. The second question is, how many people have you been with? This may seem like a straightforward inquiry at first glance, but in reality, it holds far more significance than its simplicity suggests. On the surface, it appears to be a casual question, yet it reveals a deeper layer of curiosity. She's not merely asking for a number. She's seeking to understand your experience, your approach to intimacy, and perhaps even your past relationships. This question serves as a window into your history, shedding light on how you've navigated romantic and intimate connections, what lessons you've learned, and how you view relationships in general. For her, it's an evaluation. She wants to gauge how much you've explored and what your experiences have taught you, but also whether you're capable of being open and vulnerable. Your response is an opportunity to demonstrate self-awareness and maturity, as it speaks volumes about your honesty and your ability to communicate openly about your past. When answering this question, honesty is paramount. It might be tempting to embellish your answer, perhaps to appear more experienced or worldly, but this can backfire. Exaggerating can come across as disingenuous, and while downplaying the number may seem like a way to appear more modest, it might leave her questioning your authenticity. In this situation, the truth is always the best choice. It's far more valuable to offer an honest answer, even if it feels uncomfortable, than to fabricate a story that could later unravel. By embracing transparency, you build trust, showing her that you're confident in who you are and that you value open communication. After all, the truth carries far more weight than any fictionalized narrative, and it helps lay the foundation for a relationship built on mutual respect and understanding. The third question is, what kind of movies do you like? When a young woman asks you this, it's more than just casual small talk. It's an open invitation to step into a conversation that could lead to something a bit more intimate. You see, when she asks you this, she's not only asking for a list of your favorite films. She's subtly gauging your interests, your personality, and, on some level, how well you can connect in a shared experience. It's a clever way to see how you might handle a closer, more personal moment, perhaps even suggesting the idea of a movie date. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. But here's the thing, it's not just about the movie choice. It's about the emotions, the connection, and how you can bond over something as simple as a film. A movie date is often seen as a relaxed way to spend time together, but it also offers a window into your personality and your ability to connect emotionally. You could pick a blockbuster action film, sure, but the real question is, will it create that spark of intimacy she's hoping for? Pro tip, if you sense she's expecting a deeper connection, go ahead and mention romantic movies. There's something about a romantic film that invites vulnerability, and it's a great way to show you're open to exploring emotions. Whether it's a timeless love story or something a little more contemporary, choosing a movie that touches on themes of love and connection can speak volumes about how you view relationships. Now, before we go any further, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever been asked this question, and how did you respond? Did it lead to an unexpected connection or a fun movie date? Share your thoughts, and let's see what we can all learn together from these little moments. Now, let's dive deeper into how this seemingly simple question could set the stage for something special. The fourth question, what are you doing this weekend, is a classic, my friend. It's one of those go-to questions that people ask when they're trying to gauge whether you have any plans or if you might be free to spend time together. If a girl is asking you this, it's likely because she's trying to subtly figure out if you're available, whether she's hoping to hang out or maybe do something fun with you. Now, how you respond to this question can make a significant difference in how the conversation unfolds. A charming, relaxed response can open the door for more engagement and possibly set the stage for a fun, casual invitation. For example, you could say something like, "I don't have any plans yet. Do you have any suggestions?" This reply is not only open and laid back, but it also shows that you're receptive to her ideas and willing to be spontaneous. It opens the door for her to share her plans, whether it's something casual like grabbing coffee, seeing a movie, or maybe even suggesting a more intimate or personal activity. By asking if she has any suggestions, you're subtly putting the ball in her court while keeping the conversation flowing. It's a great way to see what she's thinking, and it shows you're interested in her input, giving her the chance to extend an invite or even plan something together. This approach demonstrates that you're approachable and easygoing, which can make the interaction feel natural and unforced. It also signals that you're genuinely open to spending time with her, whether it's on her terms or just a spontaneous hangout. The key here is not to be too rigid or overthink your plans. Just stay casual and let things develop organically. The fifth question is, can you help me with something at my house? When she asks for your help at her home, it's important to understand that it's not just about completing a task or fixing something. This question carries a deeper, more meaningful intent. She's likely seeking an excuse, a reason to invite you into her personal space, creating an opportunity to spend more time together in a relaxed, cozy environment. It's an invitation for connection, a chance to nurture the bond between you in a setting that feels intimate and comfortable. This moment should not be rushed or treated solely as a favor to be checked off a list. Rather, it's an opportunity to approach the situation with care, attention, and sensitivity. Whether it's something simple, like rearranging furniture, helping with chores, or just hanging out, view the task as secondary to the experience of sharing time and space with her. Take your time, engage in light conversation, and make her feel at ease with your presence. While you're there, be mindful of the small gestures that can strengthen your connection. Offer genuine help, show interest in her space, and pay attention to the little details she shares with you. This is a subtle yet powerful opportunity to build rapport and deepen the relationship. Approach it with kindness, patience, and a genuine willingness to be present, and you might find that the time spent together becomes more significant than the task at hand. The sixth question is, how far is the restaurant from your place? At first glance, this might seem like an innocent, practical question. Perhaps she's simply asking about travel logistics, considering how far she'll need to drive or whether it's close enough for a quick exit once the meal is over. However, when you consider it, this question holds much more significance. It's not just about knowing how far the restaurant is, it's about what's on her mind as she asks it. Ah, here she is, already thinking ahead, mentally mapping out how the evening might unfold. You can almost see her mind working, processing the possibilities of what could happen next. This question isn't purely a curiosity about travel distances. It's the opening to something much more layered. She's subtly probing for the feasibility of extending the night beyond the restaurant, perhaps to a more intimate setting, like your place. She's trying to gauge how easy it would be to transition from the public space of the restaurant to the more private, personal environment of your home, where things could take a more personal, deeper turn. Her words seem casual enough, but in reality, she's already evaluating the potential for closeness and intimacy. Is your place nearby enough that it would feel natural to invite her in for a nightcap or a longer conversation after the meal? Is it far enough that the evening would have a clear ending point once the check arrives? There's an underlying tension in the way she's asking, an indication that she's not just considering the practical details but is also mentally laying the groundwork for how to move the evening into a more intimate, private space. In asking this question, she's testing the waters, not just to see how far the restaurant is from your home, but to see if you're open to what could come after. She's gauging the possibility of an unspoken shift from the light, friendly atmosphere of the restaurant to something more personal, more connected. Her curiosity isn't limited to the distance on a map. It's more about the potential for a different kind of closeness, one that might unfold in the quiet comfort of your living room or the privacy of your space. The question might seem innocent enough, but it's a soft signal, a way of testing the waters to see if the evening could extend into something more intimate and meaningful. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Thank you for your valuable time. And finally, the 7th question. Do guys like hugging? This may seem like a simple question on the surface, but in reality, it's a deeper inquiry that reflects her desire to understand your emotional landscape. When she asks this, it's not just about whether or not you enjoy physical affection. It's about what kind of person you are when it comes to intimacy, both emotionally and physically. She's trying to gauge whether you are comfortable with affection and whether you are open to expressing that side of yourself. The question could also reveal her curiosity about your boundaries and how you relate to the idea of closeness in relationships. She may be wondering if you see hugging and other forms of physical connection as natural expressions of affection, or if you view them as something that requires a deeper emotional commitment. She may be exploring if you're someone who's comfortable with vulnerability, not just through words, but through gestures of warmth and care. How you respond can say a lot about how you view physical touch. A response that acknowledges the beauty of human connection, the comfort of a hug, and the importance of closeness can reassure her that you are someone who values these small but significant acts of tenderness. It's also an opportunity to show that you're in touch with your feelings and that you're not afraid to express affection in a meaningful way, whether it's in the form of a hug, a comforting touch, or a simple act of closeness. In your response, try to focus not just on the physical act of hugging, but also on the emotional connection that it represents. You could share that you value moments of closeness because they strengthen relationships and build trust, showing her that you understand how such gestures create deeper bonds between people. You might say something like, "I do enjoy hugging because it's such a natural way to express care and closeness." It's not just about the physical contact, but about feeling connected with someone in a way that words can't always capture. Ultimately, how you respond to this question gives her insight into your comfort with intimacy and emotional openness. She wants to know that you are capable of embracing moments of affection and creating a space where both of you can feel safe and valued. The more genuine and open you are about your feelings toward affection, the more you'll demonstrate that you're someone who understands the power of physical touch as a way to connect on a deeper level. Now that you know the significance of these 7 questions, you're much better prepared to handle these signals with wisdom and authenticity. These questions aren't just about surface-level interests. They are a window into deeper emotional truths. They give you a chance to demonstrate your emotional intelligence, to share your values, and to let her know who you are. By approaching these questions with thoughtfulness and openness, you can build a connection based on mutual respect, understanding, and trust. With this knowledge, you can respond in a way that aligns with your true self, making it easier to navigate the complexities of human connection and create an authentic, meaningful relationship. Now that you know the 7 key questions young women ask when they're interested in an older man, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned. Which questions stood out to you the most? Was there a particular insight that surprised you or made you think differently about how you interpret these conversations? I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and share one thing you've learned from this video that you plan to bring into practice in your life. It could be a new way to approach these kinds of situations or just a deeper understanding of the signals women send. Your perspective could help someone else who's watching. If you like this video, please take a moment to leave your comment below, and don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. By subscribing, You'll get more insightful videos like this delivered straight to your feed, helping you navigate relationships with wisdom and confidence. Thanks for watching, and I truly appreciate your time and engagement. I look forward to reading your comments and seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care and stay insightful.